In Chicago, they were passing new gun control ordinances today. Here to talk about it from Illinois, Carrie, Valinda Rowe. Valinda, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. A lot going on here in Illinois.
Yeah, no kidding. So you were actually watching the proceedings there at City Hall in Chicago. What? We've got a new definition of a quote unquote assault weapon, right?
Yes, I think if you read the wording right, even like a magazine is an assault weapon. It's crazy what they're doing, and if anybody, in in a morbid sense of way, wants to see the video, it is now up on the Chicago City Council website. They can watch the circus that went on this morning, and it's just really some crazy stuff that they're doing. One of the things that they're doing, they were said, these assault weapons, we've got to, these are dangerous. We've got to get rid of them. We've got to ban all of them we can because they can even have RPGs on them. Yeah, and I want you to know that I don't want you to take offense, but they also said that the NRA are dealers in death.
Oh, really?
We are dealers in death.
Wait a second.
Bad as the gangs that have taken control of Chicago.
As bad as the gangs, really?
Yes.
They actually said that.
When I was hearing it, I had lost my video link, so I don't know if it was a city council member that said that or if it was someone that was present in the chambers. But I did hear them say that, and the council person, somebody else repeated it. So one of the other things is they passed a safe passage ordinance, and safe passage is they're concerned with all the school closings that they've had, that the children, and this is a serious concern, that children in getting to their new schools where they've been moved to will have to cross gang territory and rival gang territory to get to school and back. And so in order to protect the children, they've extended what they call their gun-free zones to not just be the school property or area around the school, but basically will cover all of the city streets and walkways to and from their home, basically.
And I got to say, Valinda, it seems to me like if that would work, why not just declare the entire city a gun-free zone?
Go back to being a gun-free zone again.
Well,
you can't. So well.
Yeah, and actually, I guess the Supreme Court said can't do that. Not that it has worked.
Right.
And that's the thing. I mean, here, the intent by the city is still clearly to deny as many people their rights as possible, to make it as hard as they can to exercise.
We've got these court rulings, but the spirit of the rulings, they are not listening to that at all. Their goal is still to restrict until people just, I think they hope we will give up, that it will be so difficult, so complicated that we will just give up, and that is not going to happen. That's what was going on at the city level. At the same time, the Cook County Board is meeting today and voting on a couple of county-wide ordinances, which will also ban more firearms, ones that have been legal inside the city, long guns that have been legal. They're adding them to the banned list, so people that have legally purchased and legally owned these long guns will now be, forbidden to have them in the city.
Will they not? Will they have to actually get rid of guns that they currently own?
Sure, they're banning them. So
no
you'll
grandfather
have,
clause or anything.
Right.
Wow.
And our leader in faith and in duty, Todd Vandermeide, is there on the scene and working hard to bring some sense into the Cook County Board. I'm that's a strong order, it's a tall order. I'm not sure how far you can get with that, but he is there on the scene this morning, kind of texting back and forth. And one of the things that Cook County's passing is a Safe Storage Act, where if there is a possibility that there is anyone under the age of 21 in your home having access to your firearms, you will have to either have it on your person or a trigger lock in it, or locked in a container so that no one under 21 can gain access to your firearm in your home. And I think Todd is there educating them on the Heller decision.
Right.
On that front.
Yeah, because the Heller decision not only struck down D.C.'s ban on handguns, it also struck down the district storage laws, which
right.
required the gun to be locked up with the ammunition stored separately or kept disassembled. In other words, you really couldn't use it in self-defense.
It could not be functional.
Right. So I
and
guess
basically that's what this will be, unless you have it on you.
That would be the city's response, I guess, is, hey, you can still use it. You just have to carry it around with you.
And if a long gun is all you have, that's a little unhandy.
Just a little bit, yeah, yeah. And how do you enforce this?
They can't. They can't enforce it. The only thing that it will end up doing, because it's, we already know the gangbangers and all of those individuals are not going to pay a bit of attention to this. And it'll be a gotcha for the law-abiding folks. And the bad part about it now is these new items added to the list have already been registered with the city. They know who has them. They know where they are, which goes back to why we fight so hard against gun registration. Absolutely.
Well, listen, Valinda, I really appreciate you coming on the program with the update, and I know that we talked with the attorney in the Shepard versus Madigan case yesterday, and I know that the case does proceed because of the length of time that the state is trying to take in actually enacting right to carry.
Right. They're saying it could be January before they start issuing licenses, and that's just ridiculous.
Absolutely. So the fight continues, and thank you so much for being on the front lines and being such a great ambassador for the Second Amendment.
Well, we thought we'd take a little breather after the law passed, but no such luck. No. We're on the job. We're on the front. We'll just keep plowing away.
All right. Hopefully the dog days of August will slow down, and you can take a few days off, Valinda.
That would be nice.
I hope so. Valinda Rowe, you've earned them from Illinois Carry with us here on Cam and Company.